It's a beautiful day to you, our lovely and smart investors. Hope you all are doing well today. My name is Adejare. I'm, of course, I'm the general manager of Pleasehold Investments Limited. And today, I'm going to be talking about Integrity Checklist 3. I told you I'll be doing this episode in four different series, highlighting things. So today on this topic, we're going to be talking about the importance of due diligence and the disadvantage of making a bad real estate investment. Now, what is a bad real estate investment? Now, a bad real estate investment is an investment that you have made without doing thorough diligence. I got an inquiry from a Nigerian in diaspora. This man is in America. So he sent me a message after the previous episode and he gave me a particular location to go help where he bought the property. So we drove down there yesterday. And when we got there, what we saw was shocking. So I'm going to show you a video. So after this video, you will, of course, I'll come back and share more light on what is inside the video. So in case you're coming across this channel for the first time, this is where we talk about real estate investments, how to make safe investment, how to buy property, how to flee, the processes of making a thorough due diligence involving a licensed surveyor to confirm the authenticity of the property, and obviously we even go as far as confirming land titles. Of course, we do that. We just included that to our, of course, portfolio of activity. So in case you're coming across this channel, this is the best channel to subscribe. Forget those people that are just asking you to buy without understanding the risk of such property. So if you're coming across this for the first time, you will to subscribe, share, turn on the notification button, and of course invite your friends. More importantly, those who are interested in real estate and those who have made real estate investments. This channel is going to give more information. So get yourself a cup of coffee, relax, and I'll be back after the next video. I was talking about doing a proper due diligence before buying real estate. Today now, I'm live here on site. And just as we have predicted, Ibeju Lekki is not those places where it used to be sandy. People are waking up to the realities of what real estate tends to give them. And as a result of that, I predicted, and my prediction is gradually coming into reality. See that property there? It has been seized. There's a court case. And I said there's going to be a lot of land disputes as before the end of this year, early next year. Lawyers are going to make a lot of money. So this is why I said due diligence has gone beyond just somebody telling you. It's now you going for to make inquiry. So I'm still going to show you more. Okay, welcome back. Okay, so the video you just saw was actually a site that the man bought at Ibeju Lekki, and according to him, he bought this property last year around August. And when we got there, we found out that there is a court case on the property. And from our investigation, we found out that the company that presently bought from one of the members, and the other family member claimed not to be aware. So the company that bought that property have started fencing. In fact, they even started filling the entire estate before this court case arises. So now the question is, what is now going to be the fate of those who have bought this property? What's going to happen to their money? Now, would there be a refund? Now, I did also want to explain to you that in Nigeria, different companies operate different refund policies. Sometimes it takes some companies 6 months to process your refund, and sometimes some companies shorter. Of course, that's why I said the policies are different. But the most important thing is that when they agree to do a refund, they're not going to pay you your full money. Yes, they are going to deduct some charges, which they call administrative charges, and of course, they're also going to pay your money in batches. Like maybe they break it, like paying you some amount of money every month before your money is completed. That, of course, is a bad real estate investment, and that is why we've always said that property acquisition in Nigeria has gone beyond seeing a property online, subscribing to it without understanding the risk factor attached to it. So that is why we said that you should consult and engage a professional, an experienced professional who understands the process. We also discovered in, of course, because yesterday we toured Ibeju Lekki a lot, and the reason why I've actually focused on Ibeju, of course, I'm going to go to other regions. I'm going to the likes of the Lekki, the Shangote, the Ajas, the Ekpe. We're still going to get there, but presently we're in Ibeju Lekki. Now, the reason why all these things are happening in Ibeju Lekki basically is that Ibeju Lekki has facilities worth billions of dollars. That's where we have the free trade zone. The refinery is gradually, coming into limelight. Of course, they said they will even start production by December. The free trade zone will be ready powerfully by 2023. It's 80% completed. We have so many projects coming to Ibeju Lekki. So the projection basically is that Ibeju Lekki property owner are going to become billionaires over the shortest period of time. In our course of findings, we found out that there's a property at beside Imen Estate, and those guys are selling excision land for 35 point something million. Yeah, that is how Ibeju Lekki. Of course, the other places like Akodo, yes, as of last year, property between in Akodo was between 5 million to 7 million naira. And as I'm talking to you right now, I know a company that is selling Akodo 12 million naira for 450 square meters. So that is what is coming up at Ibeju Lekki. Also, I also know a developer that bought 10 plots of land at Orimedu. Of course, some plot of land is very close to a resort where we have a beach. And the property has a governor's consent, which we have verified, which is true. And of course, the property is safe for investment. This person bought one plot for 10 million and he bought 100, he bought 10 plots for 100 million. So that is what is going on in Ibeju Lekki. So if you're making a real estate investment in Ibeju Lekki, you need to understand that, of course, for you to get a property that will not give you problem, that government will not seize from you. If somebody is advising you to buy a property for 1.5, 1.6, the truth is, I would playing with you. The truth is, any property that is less than 2-3 million naira in Ibeju Lekki, I won't advise it. More importantly, if that property doesn't even have the title. Now, Ibeju Lekki presently is becoming the Victoria Island right now. And the reason why we discovered that basically is because the rate at which property is been increasing. The prices of property is increasing over the shortest period of time. And that is why developers are now cutting lands in 450 square meter. Some even is even selling for 400 square meter, and they're selling for big money. You hear 25 million, 35 million, and this is just a space of between 1 or 2 years. So that is the power of real estate. However, a real estate investment that is not done following the laid down due diligence protocol is obviously a wasted investment. So of course, this is not to undermine the effort of other real estate developers. Of course, we are also a development company, but we are a development company that takes a lot of facts into checks. We do a lot of checks. God forbid, we don't want to run into any form of problem with the Omonile or the government, and that is why we're doing our due diligence. In fact, we pay as much as 50,000 naira to check a property. Yes, I'm going to say it again. We pay as much as 50,000 naira. So this is how we do our own our process of check. We go to site, we collect the document, we bring our surveyor. So if those people are selling, let's say they're selling 10 acres to us, what we do is that we map out those 10 acres in the estate. We do a survey, then we take the survey to allow her to go and check if those 10 acres are free, regardless of the title. Of course, I will be talking about some things immediately I'm done with this conversation. So regardless of the title they say the property has, we map it out, we take it to allow her to confirm. So if our confirmation is true, we buy it. If it is not, in fact, last year alone, last week alone, pardon me, I said last year. Last week alone, we checked more than 10 properties. And out of the 10 properties that we checked, there's only one that passed the test of safety. So that means for that one property, for those 10 we checked, is only one we can buy. And the amazing thing is that other developers are buying. So the question is, who is helping them to do their due diligence? Because it would be unfair for me to say that they are not doing their due diligence. It's just a case of maybe they are not engaging a thorough professional, or the person handling it is not competent. So after that, we discovered that. So what I'm going to be talking about is why developers lie, why developer falsify title. Now, we checked the property 2 days ago at Ekpe. The property is not far from the popular Augustine University. It's behind Augustine University. And when we checked the property, the landowners told us that they have 22 acres. Thanks to our wonderful, super intelligent surveyor. So the surveyor went there, picked the entire coordinates, did a temporary, of course, he mapped out some of the plots, so he took it out, took the search. Now, after I was done with the search, we found out that out of the 22 acres, is only 4 acres out of 22 that is free. So you are seeing that we just don't take words. Fast forward to other places. There was a place they took us to at that Eleko area, Igondo Urudu. And the Omonile told us that that property has gazette, that even the gazette is fine. Of course, we don't take them by their word. Now, the mistake most developers make basically is that they take those people, those ancestral owners of land, they take them by their word. So we even got to the site. We discovered that out of the 20 acres that these guys have, is only 4 plots that falls within the gazette. So that is why it is very important that even when they tell you that the property has a title, you still need to confirm, because on the layout, all the plots in that estate may not fall within that title. All the plots may not fall within that title. This is the experience we have. Something happened, I think I said it in my previous video, that a man bought a property at Chevron. This is Chevron. Now, they claim that property has governor's consent. Now, after this man has paid 80 million naira, the property is 85 million, so the man has paid 80 million, willing to balance 5 million. So the surveyor just said, okay, fine, let's go and check. Now, they picked the coordinate and they found out that where this property is located is outside the governor's consent. So if they say property has governor's consent, most times it's not all the lands in that estate that have the governor's consent. It might be maybe just 2 or 3 or 4, 5 plots that falls within that governor's consent. So when the survey was done, after he picked the coordinate, he found out that it was just only the house the man bought is outside that governor's consent, and the person built that house on the land that is committed. So it doesn't matter if they spend millions of naira. When government is ready for that place, they're going to pull it down. These are more. Of course, I really want. I'll be doing the fourth, the concluding part of this series on Wednesday. Of course, I'll be doing it. So I just wanted you to understand these are the manipulations. So if they say property has a title, it has a C of O, you need to check. Are all the plots in the C of O? Are all the plots in the Gazette? Are all the plots in the in the governor's consent? Because I've seen instances whereby 4 plots of land before within the Gazette, and they use that same title, that same Gazette that is on 4 to sell the other estates, the entire lands. So I've seen this situation. This even happened at Eleko. The developer claimed that the property has Gazette at Eleko behind here. And when we were done, we found out that it was just the 10 plots facing the road that falls on that Gazette. The other ones are not gazetted. And I asked the lady selling the property that, what do you mean? This is just, she said, I know that they intend to do what? To affect the other side. So what they're doing is that they're selling the first 10 plots to raise money to perfect the title. So this is one of the things that happen in the Nigerian real estate market. So this is where we talk about real estate. So in case you're coming across this channel for the first time, you need to subscribe, you need to share, you need to send some of these episodes to some of your friends who have bought property that they have not done the due diligence. And of course, I am not a surveyor, I need to understand that, but we have a property that we have done our due diligence that we are selling. Yes, they may be on the high side, but even if you subscribe to them, but despite the fact that they're on the high side, of course, we didn't get them cheap. We spend a lot of money on title perfection. We spend a lot of money on doing our due diligence. We spend a lot. So when we calculate those facts, those are the factors that make the property to sell for the prices that they are. But one thing is that if you're buying it, just know that you're buying safety. Even if it's like 20, 10 years that you are ready to do anything on your land is still there. So we are not just saying this. Your property is there. We have a lot of people abroad that bought from us and they are happy. So in case you're coming to this station for this channel for the first time, this is where we discuss real estate. So thank you very much, and of course I'll see you in the last and final episode of these integrity checklists. Have a nice day. Bye.